everybody, this is Dave, the producer and GM of Rad Rolls. I wanted to give you a few updates, kind of here as we're in the middle of the year, on some of our milestones and things we've got coming up. First of all, I want to thank you all for joining us for really the end of the first campaign of our Fallout 2D20 game that was set in Old Nolans. We're figuring out the details of the next campaign, picking up with some of the same characters, with a new setting, with a lot of lessons we've learned along the way. I also want to thank you all for listening to the podcast, whether it be on YouTube or podcast services. We recently hit 50,000 plays, which is a huge milestone for a podcast, so I really appreciate it. We're a small, independent, it's just me. There's nothing fancy going on outside of really our amazing cast of players. So if you feel like supporting the show, really the best way to do that right now is a review on iTunes, 5 stars. That kind of bumps us up a little bit, gets us a few more opportunities in the future. Speaking of the future, I wanted to give you some updates starting on September the 1st and running through all of September through the majority of October. We're actually doing our Starfield one-shot that's run by Jared, who plays Lonnie Haybear. He is GMing a game of Cypher, it's a really cool system. We've played some of it. We're about to finish off the rest of it here. That's releasing in September. It's all set around Starfield. It's set in that lore setting. It's kind of condensed into a particular scenario with some really wacky characters. I'd really recommend you giving that a listen. If this is your first time listening to us, this is a great place to pick up. The other thing I want to talk about is our change of system. So we have done an Elder Scrolls game. We've tried that out, and we played Old School Essentials, which is essentially a advanced D&D clone, kind of a retro clone of some sort. So what we're doing is that system itself was pretty, what's a good word for it? Mathematical. It was pretty meticulous, and it didn't make for what I thought was a group of dynamic that really flowed. So we're actually switching over to my favorite system, the system that I run for most any time anyone says, hey, I want to play D&D. I never play D&D. I only play Dungeon World, which we'll be learning a little bit more about. It's really easy to pick up. I recommend the game to anybody who's wanting to just start off, go play something in fantasy. So we're just continuing with that story. It's just going to be in a different game. So you'll learn more about that as we get into that. That's going to happen after our Starfield one-shot. I'm going to get back on the GM chair, but I really appreciate you guys listening. We've got some cool stuff going on in the future, so I hope you guys are having a great week, great month, great summer, and we'll get back to having some great times. I hope you are. I am. It's great.